Hey guys, we're here at CES 2023, and if you love luxury products and you have some money to burn, the T10 from Ear Micro and Klipsch could be a purchase that lasts you decades, which is not something that you can say for a lot of electronic products. But let's take it inside.
You see that there's a screw. This entire product is made from ceramic. And as soon as you unscrew that screw, you can replace the battery, you can replace the circuit board, you can replace the speaker, you can replace the sensors, all independently. So the idea is that you can invest to buy this product and it'll last you for 30 years, 3 years. In general, it's an ARM quad-core processor. It's twin 10-silica cadence hi-fi mini DSPs. It's a 9-axis motion sensor and gyroscope. It's multiple microphones, LEDs. It has a really nifty multi-touch surface that we've generated.
Ear Micro, transparency on. So now you can hear me.
Yep, that's right.
And you can hear me very well.
Yes.
I've actually got it set like a hearing aid. So if I do this.
Yeah. Yep.
It's almost freaky, right? So I can give you up to 9 dB of additional hearing boost. Or I can give you equitable. You can scale it any way you want, and it's adaptive. So listen to your ear carefully. Did you hear it mute it?
Yep. There's a very slight hum with the earbuds.
It's not a hum, it's a little bit of a noise floor that's associated with the ANC engine running.
Right, okay.
However, we have an algorithm that we're working on right now that should remove that last little bit of noise floor.
Okay.
We should have that finished in late January.
Okay.
All right. But what you have is negative 32 dB of isolation, negative 8 dB additional of ANC for a total of negative 40. So it's a very, very quiet.
Okay.
Shall we do some listening?
Yep.
I'm peeking. Oh yeah, that guy, Billie Eilish. Good choice.
Soundstage is pretty good. The sound signature is tuned by Klipsch, right? Were there any tweaks from the original, X10 that this is based off?
In fact, of course, we did all the tuning in Klipsch's anechoic chamber, and we had Klipsch X20s and Klipsch X10s. And when you plot the curves, aside from if you're not using LDAC, you got high frequency roll off, right?
Yep.
But if you're using full high frequency, it is
exactly the same.
Identical.
Okay.
If you dig deep on our T10 Bespoke Instagram, there are some how it's made videos that show it taken apart and how the micro screws screw the tops and bottoms on. If you look very carefully, you'll notice these are all gasketed.
Yep.
Those are little tiny, they're 0.23 millimeter thick gaskets. And that makes the perfect airtight and watertight seal. The gaskets don't cost much money, right? And so when someone sends these in to be repaired or upgraded, we'll just replace the gaskets. But the ceramic will never change. And of course, it doesn't change from moisture content, it doesn't change from heat or cool. It's excellent from an RF standpoint, it doesn't block RF signal. I want you to feel the way the hinge works.
So it's magnetic and
spring-loaded, and it doesn't wobble. And can you see any of that? Where's the hinge pin? You don't see the hinge pin. It's hidden. Those are Rolex spring bars from their watches. Because anyone else's spring bars aren't strong enough, and the doors will wobble.
Right.
Wrapped around the spring bar is a dual torsion spring, which I custom designed. And that's what gives this beautiful and perfect feel. As you would expect with a fine Swiss watch. Well, the trouble with things like that is that's not mass manufacturing friendly. That's Swiss watch level stuff. And so as we move from the bespoke production into eventually lowering prices into a consumer grade product, the idea is to be able to take and cast the metal with a metal injection molding process. So you've heard of co-molding plastics, right? Here, you're co-molding metals. So that very precise architecture that holds the spring and the pin will be made from milled stainless steel. Then they can shoot over the top of that the die-cast metal, and this brings the cost of one of our metal frames, which is about $550 right now. That's the cost of just the metal.
Okay.
That'll bring that down to about $50.
Okay.
That's a huge difference.
It is.
Huge difference.
Yes.
So you can see pretty quickly how I can get $800 or $900 of material cost out of it. Then you add robots to help the assembly and take the labor down. And you can see how within a couple of years we might be able to get this product to where you could sell an entry-level piece with not so exotic materials, but the same tech, same function. Maybe $1,200 to $1,500.
What's the lowest, starting price for the Bespoke right now?
$2,800.
$2,800. Okay.
Yeah, $2,800.
Yep.
And because of the numbers I just gave you, you realize that we don't make any profit there. We just cover our cost at $2,800. Thankfully, we do make a little profit when we do the customization. So for instance, this unit is made for a doctor in Chicago. You see that this is carved walnut with New Zealand abalone insert, and then 20 coats of lacquer hand polished. And so when we customize the units on a bespoke basis, then we can make some money on the upgrades, right? So though the base unit doesn't make as much money, the upgrades help keep us in business.
And of course, the charger will definitely come with every purchase.
It's
so
cool.
Is it? I see. Okay.
It's here, and it's magnetic, of course. That one's a little heavy, but it self-centers, right? It won't quite pick it up, but you can feel it. You play with it, you'll feel it. That's what I said.
Okay. USB-C port. Very nice. Can the charger also be customized with different?
Anything you like.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's also jewelry cast. And we built the box
to fit everything.
Well, and you see that there's a port.
Right.
And so your USB-C cord.
Oh, so you can just
comes
charge
out the back, and you put this on your desk, on your bedside table.
Right. And then you just.
And then it charges in the box when it goes to sleep at night. Yes. And again, for the kinds of customers that appreciate really fine things. The doctor, by the way, has not seen this unit.
Oh.
He's sitting on it.
Oh.
So you are going to see
it before him.
Gopal's unit.
Why don't you come over and sit over here so you can see it as well.
So, Dr. Gopal, I asked Dr. Gopal when he first called, was it most important that he get something built very, very quickly, or was it most important that we do something that was very special for him?
Right.
And he said, I'm willing to wait. So we took his love of collecting guitars, and his love of jewelry, and his love of Hindu culture, and we've combined that together.
Wow.
Dr. Gopal, your unit.
That's amazing. It's gorgeous. Quite a few symbols in here. We have the Om, which is on this side. You put a diamond in there. I've only seen pictures to this point.
Okay.
And we have Ganesh, which is one of our
gods
right here. Yeah.
And the trident.
The trident is here as well. So you can see that right there.
Yep.
And then there's a lot of there you go. Trident's there.
And then the walnut is to reflect his guitars, and the New Zealand abalone inlay, the inlay on his guitar necks. But that pattern, Dr. Gopal designed himself for a pendant. So we picked up his jewelry, his guitar playing, and his love of Hindu culture all in one very, very special T10 Bespoke.
This is gorgeous, Bear.
It was an honor to build it for you. An absolute honor to build it for you.
Starting at $2,800 US, it's definitely not cheap. But when you consider that, the product can be repaired and parts can be changed out and upgraded over the years, it certainly does seem like a pretty worthwhile investment. Anyway, that wraps things up for us here. So stay tuned for more coverage of cool audio stuff that, are here at CES.